You found a house that you love and now you're ready to make an offer. How and when do you make an offer, and how do you boost your chances with the seller, especially in a competitive housing market? Well, I've got a bunch of answers and tips for you coming right up. Hi, my name is Jess Powers and I'm a real estate agent with Coastal Properties Group. I serve buyers and sellers throughout Rhode Island, and this is my YouTube channel all about living in the Hope State. I post videos every Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I'm happy that you're watching this video because when it comes to making an offer on a property, you need to be ready to make quick decisions and you need to be prepared, so good job for doing your research. So we're currently in a really competitive housing market, which means it's highly likely that your offer will be one of several offers submitted. Now, often a property, it goes under contract within just a few days of being listed, so you need to be ready to move quickly, which means you have to see it as soon as possible and be willing to decide right away if you want to make an offer or not. Many times, seller's agent will post a day and a time the offers are due by, so you need to work with an agent who's willing to also move very quickly. Let's skim over the basic process of making an offer. First, you'll view a house and decide if you want to make an offer. Next, you'll speak to a real estate agent and together you'll decide what your offer will be. Then your agent will write an offer package and send it to the agent representing the seller. The actual offer is just a one-page document that you'll sign electronically, and your agent will email it along with your pre-approval to the seller's agent. The seller will respond in one of three ways. They're either going to accept, counter, or decline. If your offer is accepted, we'll sign a purchase and sales agreement. That's the formal contract, and you'll submit a deposit. Just like the offer, we want to do this as quickly as possible because we don't actually have a contract in place until both parties have signed and your deposit is submitted. If a seller makes a counter offer, you can either accept, counter with a different offer, or decide to walk away. If the seller declines the offer, well, you can try again to make a more appealing offer or move on and find another house. Now let's chat about what's in the actual offer. So obviously your offer states the amount that you're willing to pay, but it also includes additional key information. It includes the good faith or escrow deposit amount that you'll pay, usually between 1% and 3% of the sale price of the house. It includes your down payment, the type of financing, the projected closing date, which is often dictated by the type of loan you go with, and it also includes any contingencies. Now, these are additional items that you want the seller to agree to, such as whether or not you'll conduct inspections, what's included in the sale, such as appliances, or maybe if there's a pool and you want to request all the pool gear, or is there any furniture that you'd like to be part of the sale, like maybe there's a movable kitchen island. If you're buying a multifamily, one contingency you need to be upfront about is whether or not the tenants are staying or if a unit needs to be vacated. Some additional contingencies include requests for the seller to pay closing costs or any repair concessions, and I also typically add in an appraisal contingency. If you decide to make an offer, your agent will take a detailed look at the local housing market and the condition of the house to decide what to recommend for your offer price. Renovation and repair costs will definitely be considered, and your agent will also likely project the potential equity and the market value for the property that you can expect in the next 5 to 7 years. I like to send my clients a really detailed market report for the neighborhood and also comparative houses that have recently sold so that my clients can be confident in their decision to make an offer and really confident about the price that they're willing to pay. Here's a pro tip. You really got to know your numbers and understand what you can afford. Make sure you understand your total monthly mortgage payment, your down payment, and have a really good sense of what the estimated closing costs are going to be that will be due at the closing. That needs to happen before you make an offer, and it's why it's really important that you work with a great lender who's willing to go over the numbers with you from the very beginning. Now, first and foremost, a good offer is one that is well organized and clear. And hiring a great realtor really makes a huge difference. Your offer price isn't the only factor that the seller will consider when deciding which offer to accept. One thing I always ask the seller's agent is, why are the sellers moving? What's their motivation? For example, maybe they're buying another house, but they haven't yet found one. So our offer could state that we've got a flexible moving timeline, within reason, which could then make our offer more appealing over another buyer's. Likewise, maybe the seller is looking for a really quick close. If we can accommodate a 30-day close or sooner, then it's important to state that info in the offer. Your financing also matters. VA loans and other federally insured loans such as FHA loans or Rhode Island housing loans, they offer really great programs with zero or low down payment options, but they may take longer to close, or they may have certain restrictions that some properties won't meet or that would need to be addressed before the closing, such as a house that has a lot of peeling paint. Now, all things equal, a buyer with a conventional loan may have a competitive edge over those loans simply because they might be able to close sooner or they have less hurdles. Now, I don't tell you to do this to deter you, but simply to say that we've got to discuss your financing in the context of presenting your offer and how it's going to impact it. Now, you've put together a strong offer with a great purchase price, you understand your escrow deposit, you have your pre-approval ready, and you've identified the contingencies you want the seller to agree to. Is there anything else you can do to make your offer stand out? Well, don't underestimate the importance of having a professional real estate agent on your team. Your realtor represents you and will be submitting the offer package and interacting with the seller's agent. Don't go it alone. From searching for the right home for you to taking the time to putting in that offer, a good agent will be able to scan the market, look at the house in detail, and work with you to present your strongest offer. Want to know the steps to buying a house? Well, click on the link for another video and feel free to reach out with any questions or comments. I'm always here to help.